evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. I'm Jenny English.
And I'm Abigail English. In tonight's news, Tennessee is one of the nation's leaders in tourism. Several Manchester residents have reported a possible scam which seeks to obtain personal information, including social security numbers. And Peggy Burton is honored for her 40 years of producing South Jackson Goes Country. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
Mayor Lane Curley is challenging Tullahoma area citizens to join him and walk to the Pacific, and you don't even have to leave Tullahoma. You can get fit this fall by putting one foot in front of the other and walk to the Pacific. You'll win prizes, get weekly fitness tips, and enjoy fun weekly walks with area personalities. You'll feel great getting fit. We want businesses, churches, families, and friends to form a team and join our walk to the Pacific. Starts August 5th and ends September 18th.
The wait is finally over. The all-new redesigned Ford Ranger is back at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Stop and test drive one today at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. A new report released this week shows Tennessee saw 119 million domestic visitors in 2018. That's up 5.1% from 113 million the previous year. And it hit a record high $22 billion in domestic and international travel spending. Travelers in Tennessee spend an estimated $60 million per day. Tennessee's growth is outpacing the nation in all areas of travel, including tax revenue, expenditures, payroll, and employment. Tourism generated over $50 million in state and local tax dollars in 2018, approximately $25 million of which supports public education.
The report's findings also show tourism value to Tennessee taxpayers. Travel in Tennessee generated 189,757 jobs and $1.81 billion in state and local tax revenue. Without tourism, each Tennessee household would have to pay an additional $712 in taxes each year. Those tax dollars support education, health and human services, public safety, business, and economic development. In 2018, Tennessee ranked number 3 after Pennsylvania and Colorado for international spending growth over 2017, according to Tourism Economics. International spending growth in Tennessee is 7 times the national average. All 95 Tennessee counties saw an increase in domestic travel spending, and each county saw more than $1 million in direct travel expenditures in the economic impact of tourism.
The Shelbyville Police Department is partnering with the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, or THSO, for its Booze It and Lose It campaign from August 16th to September the 2nd, surrounding the Labor Day holiday. This initiative coincides with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over mobilization to increase impaired driving enforcement nationwide. The department will be conducting saturated patrols in an effort to reduce the number of impaired drivers on streets and highways.
Shelbyville Police will also have additional officers working during this time period to observe for impaired drivers. Increased state and national messaging about the dangers of drunk driving, coupled with increased sobriety checkpoints and high visibility enforcement, aims to drastically reduce the number of drunk driving crashes, injuries, and fatalities this year. The consequences of a single DUI conviction for a first-time offender in the state of Tennessee can include costly fines, court costs, legal fees, jail time, mandatory drug and alcohol treatment, and/or the installation of an ignition interlock device in your vehicle. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office provides grant funding to support the Shelbyville Police Department's increased enforcement efforts during the Booze It and Lose It campaign.
The Manchester Police Department says it has received numerous calls regarding possible scams in the area. Several Manchester residents have reported that they received calls that advise them that their Social Security number has been used fraudulently. Furthermore, they're being told that their current Social Security number is being suspended until a new one can be made available. Personal information is being requested in an attempt to resolve the issue. Manchester Police urges you to not provide any personal information to to anyone over the phone, stating that if you feel that you are, and they state that if you feel that you're receiving a suspicious call, you likely are. If you receive a call similar to the one described above or have questions, you should hang up and contact Manchester Police at 931-728-2099.
Smokey Bear, the cartoon mascot for one of the longest-running public service advertising campaigns in America, warning of wildfire dangers, turned 75 last Friday. Smokey, known for the motto, "Only you can prevent forest fires," was launched as the official fire prevention poster creature for the U.S. Forest Service on August 9, 1944. Smokey replaced the Walt Disney character Bambi as the Forest Service's spokesperson for fire prevention. Stay with us. More news is coming up after these messages.
Don't stop believing, Tullahoma. Faithfully, Tullahoma Parks and Rec is excited to welcome back Journey Resurrection, a Journey tribute band that will perform free for the public Friday, September the 6th at Fraser McEwen Park at 7 p.m. The wheel in the sky will keep on turning, so bring your chairs and blankets. Cold drinks and food will be on hand, and you can have it any way you want it. We'll see you there, rain or shine. Resurrection, a Journey tribute band in Tullahoma. Friday, September 6th at Fraser McEwen Park.
Mustang Sally. You better slow that Mustang down at Russell Barnett Ford in Tullahoma on Highway 55, where you can receive up to $4,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Ford in Tullahoma. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. Peggy Burton, who envisioned the South Jackson Goes Country concept some 40 years ago and has directed the performance since then, was honored over the weekend by the cast members of this year's show.
I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. First step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. If y'all know it, y'all can sing it. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
Peggy began this show as a way to raise funds to help save this building and promote performing arts here at South Jackson. She has been faithful to continue to direct it for 40 years. So tonight, by action of the Board of Directors, we announce from this day forward that this will be named Peggy Burton's South Jackson Goes Country. This is just one way that we can honor the legend that has forged the path for South Jackson and all the performers in this town. Thank you.
And now I'm thinking, we better get back to the show. We have time, people. You enjoyed it. Okay, it's time to finish the show.
Alderman Robin Dunn, a leader in Tullahoma's Go Green initiative, reported to the City Board Monday night on progress of her project to get residents to install rain barrels on their property.
Last week we had a rain barrel giveaway. We had a meeting here at City Hall and we had, I think 34 people came. We gave away 27 rain barrels with kits, and I'm just so excited to think that a lot of people were like, well, when's the next one? So there will be a next one. We'll have to continue to plan that and work with the Duck River Agency is who we partnered with, and with Coca-Cola. So none of that was through taxpayer money. That was all through state level grants and donations through Coca-Cola.
The Board of Mayor and Aldermen approved by a vote of 7-0 Monday night 7 items on this month's consent agenda. Mayor Lane Curley details the items submitted for approval.
We've got 7 items on the consent agenda. 1996, minutes of the July 22nd, 2019 regular meeting. 1997, accept a donation of $4,000 from Tullahoma Soccer Community to support necessary security improvements at Johnson Lane Sports Complex. 1998, announce a vacancy on the Tullahoma Utility Board and Tullahoma Airport Authority. 1999, approve an application for a $5,000 grant, 100% reimbursable with no matching fund required, from the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee to support medical services for animals in the care of the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. 19100, approve an application for a marketing enhancement grant from the Tennessee Department of Tourism Development for a $12,500 total project, 50% reimbursable by the grant to support the development of brand assets and marketing collateral for distribution at trade shows, local events, local attractions, and welcome centers. 19101, approve the purchase of 20 dumpsters valued at $19,463.47 from Waste Equip for the Public Works Department. 19102, approve a request from the Tullahoma Farmers Market for a sign permit fee waiver related to temporary signage promoting each Monday night market during the 2019 season. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
Move to approve.
Second.
Proper motion by Mr. Noah, seconded by Ms. Keene. All those in favor of the consent agenda as presented, vote green. Opposed, vote red.
Alderman Noah, can you vote again? There we go. Thank you very much.
Motion passes 7-0.
More news is coming up in a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
He's a little bit of you, he's a little bit of me. He's the trash along the roadside of Tennessee. He's the garbage that we pack. He's the dream we left behind. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. A throwaway bottle or pop top can may not seem much to a traveling man, but a little bit of litter goes a long, long way. And I grow and get bigger every day. Tennessee trash messing up the highways. Tennessee trash jumping up the byways. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash.
We have met the enemy, and he is us.
Welcome back. With the back-to-school season underway, the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance is reminding consumers that this time of year is especially dangerous for teen drivers. Research from the AAA Foundation indicates that the number of crash fatalities involving teen drivers rises significantly between Memorial Day and Labor Day. Because of the higher period of fatalities, this 100-day period has been deemed the 100 deadliest days. TDCI's Division of Insurance is urging parents to take extra precautions between Memorial Day and Labor Day by stressing the importance of safe driving habits, driver training, and obeying traffic safety laws to their teens.
In an effort to reduce the number of accidents involving teen drivers, TDCI advises parents to set rules for their teen drivers, such as limit the number of passengers allowed in a teen's car, make distracted driving zero tolerance, and set a curfew for driving. In 2016, 36% of all motor vehicle fatalities involving a teen driver occurred between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. Parents also should stress the importance of seatbelts and lead by example. Encourage teens to speak up if they are a passenger in a car where the driver is practicing unsafe driving behaviors. Driving is fun, cool, and a big responsibility. If you've just started driving or you're a seasoned driver, refresh the rules of the road with this quick, fun video outlining important tips that can keep you and your friends safe.
You've got your license, you've got your friends, and you've got your car. Well, maybe it's your mom's car. Driving is fun, cool, and a big responsibility. Your life and the lives of your friends are in your hands every time you get behind the wheel. The Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance wants to help keep you and your friends safe by remembering some important tips before you drive. It is illegal to use your cell phone or other electronic devices in Tennessee while operating a motor vehicle. That means you should set your navigation before you hit the road. Distracted driving is dangerous driving. In 2018, there were 24,600 crashes involving distracted drivers just in Tennessee. That's 67 crashes every single day due to distracted driving. Distracted driving isn't just texting and driving. Don't be distracted by your passengers, other drivers, music streaming apps, eating a meal, or checking your look in the mirror. Trust us, you look cool. Never drink and drive, ever. Drinking and driving is a dangerous behavior that could lead to an accident or arrest. If you're impaired, don't drive home. Instead, call someone you trust to come get you or order a ride share. Never get in the car with someone who has been drinking. Real friends don't let other friends drink and drive. Know someone who is drinking and driving? Call a parent and the police immediately. You could help save a life by speaking up. Buckle up. Always wear your seatbelt and have your passengers wear their seatbelts too. Obey the speed limits and drive safely. See an unsafe driver? Keep your distance and keep your cool. If you feel unsafe or like you're being followed, contact the police or other law enforcement as soon as you can. While education and preparation can help, accidents still happen. In the event of an accident, contact local law enforcement, your parents, and your insurance agent. It pays to be a safe driver. Car insurance rates can increase by approximately $400 if you're involved in an accident that is your fault. Want to learn more about Tennessee's Graduated Driver's License Program or any other driving information? Visit the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security at tn.gov/safety. For help with questions about insurance in Tennessee, visit us online at tn.gov/insurance.
We'll be right back with more News Leader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Check out the 2019 fully loaded V6 Kia Sorento, up to $6,400 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
My wife Jackie has always been the life of the party. But things changed when she couldn't be as active anymore.
They told me I needed a double knee replacement.
It's not as big a deal as it used to be, but she still needed to go to rehab.
I was amazed at how good the therapists were at Life Care. They took really good care of me.
They took excellent care of her. And now she's back doing the things she loves, and that makes everyone happy.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma wants you to get active and live well.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind. or bring the crowd for some stargazing. Or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
Welcome back. Tonight we have a representative from the National Weather Service who will explain the different types of clouds and what they mean to our weather.
So let's talk just a little bit about the cirrus cloud. Cirrus clouds are really way up high in the sky. Generally they're about 25,000 feet or higher up into the atmosphere. They're made of ice. It's frozen. The cloud is frozen. It's made up of ice. They're very wispy-like, looks like the tail of a horse or the mane of a horse many times. But those are the ones that are way, way, way up in the sky. Then we get into the stratus clouds. Stratus clouds are very low to the ground. A lot of times the stratus cloud looks just like a blanket. They generally are below 8,000 feet high. And what we like about the stratus clouds many times is they bring some form of precipitation. It could be a day full of rain, snow, and so on and so forth. So generally when we see stratus clouds, that means weather's changing and we're looking for some form of precipitation. They can become many different colors. Cirrus clouds most of the time are going to be white. Stratus clouds, on the other hand, can be white, they can be gray, and they can almost get to black in color. Then we have the cumulus clouds. These are what we call fair weather clouds. Generally they form about 6,500 feet and below. What does cumulus mean? It means basically a pile or a heap in Latin. And we describe them as puffy, like cotton balls. And these, like I said, are the ones that look like shapes something in the sky. Like I said, many times as a kid, I would look up into the clouds and I would see these cumulus clouds. Sometimes it might look like a rabbit, a dog, a horse. You never know. But it always made the day go by just a little bit faster for me. Then we get into the cumulonimbus cloud. That's the big cloud. These are the ones that produce the severe weather. They can grow up to almost 75,000 feet high. That is way up to the top of the troposphere, which is the lowest level of the atmosphere. Now, how do storms form? Well, I'm going to give you just a very quick explanation of how storms form. Then Bill Nye is going to go into a little bit more depth on how storms can form. But basically what happens is you get the warm, moist air coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and then it's going to collide with the cold air that comes down from Canada. And when those two air masses meet, it forces the warm air up into the atmosphere. And when that warm air rises, it starts to form clouds. Those clouds are going to be called cumulonimbus, and that's how we get thunderstorms. Now here's Bill Nye for a better explanation of how storms are going to form in your area.
Storms are extreme weather. They're caused by the heat of the sun, water in the air, and the spin of the earth. Take a look at this. It's our miniature, gigantic, extreme storm system simulator of science. Now, when the sun is out, like during the day, it heats up the surface of the earth, as simulated by these red lamps. That makes the air near the ground get warm. Then cooler air from surrounding areas flows in and forces the warm air way up, like this. Now, way up. It's a lot cooler because it's closer to space. So we get this flow of air moving up and down at the same time. These are the conditions that make storms. Now we're simulating a lot of sunlight over an enormous area of land with huge masses of air. Now in real life, the air flows in from different directions, so it can start to spin like this. Wherever you've got heat, an atmosphere, and a spinning planet. It really churns things up. Storms are extreme weather. Extreme weather!
Stay tuned. Your local weather forecast is next.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Only 2 remaining 2018 Kia Stingers up to $10,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation! It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
An annual event started in 1939 will continue when the World Grand Championships celebration will once again be held in Shelbyville, Tennessee at the Celebration Arena. Each year, people come from all over the world to contend for the coveted honor of being crowned World Grand Champion. From the wonderful flat shod to the exciting performance horse, they will fill the ring with the breed's best of the best. The celebration supports local charities, and this year they are asking everyone to come out and support the largest nonprofit event in Middle Tennessee and the charities that depend on this event to fund their cause. Come out and be a part of a family tradition by showing your support for the annual Walking Horse National Celebration. For ticket and box seat information, call 931-684-5915.
Welcome back. We're going to take a look at our weather forecast, starting with our weather history on this day. Our record high was in 2007 at 101 degrees. Our record low was in 1929 at 51. The average high on this day is 87 degrees and the average low is 65. For tonight, look for mostly clear weather with a low of 64 degrees. And on Friday, mostly sunny weather with a high of 87 and a low of 67. And again on Saturday, expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 92 and a low of 70. And that's it for this edition of News Leader on 6.
Join us here every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at 6, 8, and 10. Have a good evening.